ActiveCampaign Wistia lead scoring. In this video, I'm going to cover how to lead score your contacts in ActiveCampaign based on video viewing, specifically Wistia video viewing. And one thing that's really nice about this setup, there is no code to install. There's some initial setup, but once you've done that, you're done with any kind of code. And we're going to tag people based on how much video they watch. Wistia is kind enough to send over information. Did they start watching 25, 50, 75, or 100% of the video? And the only thing a little bit out of the ordinary we need to do is when we send an email from ActiveCampaign to a video on either our page or on a Wistia hosted page, we need to include wemail equals %capital email % in the URL. That's how we can identify who's watching the video. So let's dive right in. To start with, we need to go inside IntegrateProVideo. This is what's going to connect ActiveCampaign with Wistia. Now, I've already set up my accounts, the one called Wooding for Wistia and ActiveCampaign is called Wooding. Those are the ones I'm going to use. The only thing I need to do is get some tags that I want to use. So I'm going to go to here because I know where this goes. And I'm going to go where it says to create tags. And the recommendation is you want to have something that looks like this format as a way to identify people. So I'm going to come up with the name, whatever the video name is, and let's go find. It's called Silent Selling Marketing. So I'm going to make a little shorter version of that. I'm going to call it, there it is, Silent Selling. So I want to have one tag per event in Wistia. So there's the different events. Watch 00 is when they start, 25, 50, 75, 100%. So now I need to go into here. I'm going to add those tags because those are the ones I want to use to get somebody tagged if they watch that video. And that is it for tags. So now I need to set up an automation inside here. So I need to select the Wistia account, I need to select the ActiveCampaign account, and then set up some rules. And my recommendation is you use one video, one rule, one tag to add. I don't usually use the remove, but you could. There we go. So I'm going to make 5 rules, one for each. I've set up a rule for each video, for that video, for each event that occurred. Did they start the video? Did they watch 25, 50, 75, 100% of the video? When that occurs inside ActiveCampaign, we're going to tag them with either this, or this. So they could have up to 5 tags for that video. So now I'm going to create an automation that will lead score them, and I'm going to trigger based on each of those video views. So I'm just going to have a custom field. Let's do that right now. Let's create a custom field. So now back inside video lead scoring automation, I'm going to set a trigger for each of those tags. So there's going to be 5 triggers. Only going to let them come in once per tag, because I don't want to let someone rewatch the start over and over. So I'm going to leave it at once, and I'm going to create one for each tag. So there, we've got 5 different entries, 5 different tags. They're all associated with how much of this video they watched. And then I'm going to do something like add a score. Where is that guy? So we're going to update, do some math. And I'm going to pick a field. Let's look for lead. Where are you? Lead score. And we're going to add 1. So I'm just going to add, they should have up to 5 points from this if they watch the whole video. And then simply in the automation. What we've done is inside here, we set up rules so that if they watch this video, they watch different percentages of it, they're going to tag them appropriately. And then IntegrateProVideo is going to connect with my ActiveCampaign account to add these tags. These tags are going to trigger an automation that will add a point to their lead score. And we could do something else. We could then send another email based on certain points or a certain tag being applied. But let's just test this out now. So I'm going to create a campaign and send it to myself. And it's going to be, well, let's get this video. And remember, I need to add question mark, in this case, wemail equals %email %. So that needs to go inside my campaign. So I'm going to set one up and I'll come back and show you when I send it. Okay, so here's an email I'm going to send out, and I'm just simply going to paste this link in here. And you know what? I am going to cut off this part right here. I don't really want them to see that. I don't have to distract them. I'm going to highlight that, make sure it's actually has the wemail in it, so it does. I'm going to say OK, and maybe put my name down there. Ooh, that doesn't look good, does it? Let's change that font style. And we're doing that guy, and I think we're doing 18. Okay, so I'm going to send this email to myself, and I'm going to click on this link. It's going to append that wemail to the URL. And let me make sure it's only going out to one person. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and send now. And I'll open that email, click the link, and start watching. I'm actually going to watch it in a different browser. I don't want to get it confused. So let's go check my email now. Here's the email I've got. And you know what? I'm going to click this, let it open in Chrome, but then I'm going to open it in Safari and actually play it. So a little bit of cheating here, because what I'm doing is I'm pasting this link in, and you're going to notice this wemail disappears when you visit a Wistia page. So let's start playing it. And it can take a minute or two.
Simplest email marketing automations can have
let's not listen to me. So I'm just going to let this play in the background, and we'll go check ActiveCampaign to see if I've been tagged. So let's search for myself. So I saw one tag, so this Wistia silent selling tag, and I went through here, so let's check my lead score is 1, and that correlates to having one of these so far. So let's check where I am on the video. And I should be about a quarter of the way through, and I'm just going to let it run. Sometimes there is a little bit of a lag for these tags to get added. So far so good. I'm up to 2 and I've watched 25%. So it's going to continue to add points to my lead score as I watch the video. Now, if I stopped watching the video, I wouldn't get more points. So this is a good way to identify people that are interested in what you have. So that's ActiveCampaign Wistia lead scoring.